Okay. All right, howdy everybody. We usually stream this through Zoom, and Zoom is not letting me stream, so I'm trying to do this through Discord, but I don't know how. So I think you can see Steve, but not hear Steve. So I may have to talk through some of that and then find some people that know how to stream through Discord, because I don't. So let me know if you can hear Steve. I'm guessing you can only see Steve. You're actually, oh no, you're there in the corner. You're also a few seconds behind, I think. Oh, hi, Canadian Mustache. Hi, Eric. Hi, Black Dog. This is going to get a little crazy. I don't know how to input your audio into here. Cannot hear Steve. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's just not in my realm of knowing what to do. I'm not talking about Discord. I'm talking about OBS. How do I bring you into OBS? Okay. Yeah. Desktop audio?
You should be able to do desktop audio.
Ooh, do people hear Steve now? Go ahead,
Oh,
talk.
let's see if they can hear me now. Can you hear me
They might get
now?
massive feedback from me. Maybe I need to turn off my microphone. So I feel bad. Sorry if there's feedback for people. I can't really turn my sound on. We'll see if we get
No.
a response. But that is a good call because I see your sound here now.
Yeah, you can see. So you see, like you can see internal audio. So they should be able to. And
You're
if you,
in. Is he way too loud?
who's way too loud?
All right. They hear you. So we're going to
Oh,
try this.
wait, Christmas.
We think we have a 3-second delay on Discord as well. So you'll have to bear with us there. All right. Hi, everybody. We'll come up with something better. Any chance we can mute him again? Oh, yeah, no problem.
Funny, funny guy. That was
Okay.
Black Dog. Was that Black Dog or Canadian Mustache?
Canadian Mustache.
There you go.
All right. The original plan was to play Rogue and Groot. That's what I wanted to show off, but Steve said that if we played Venom, we would push him around and he would have no fun. So he wanted to play Loki. And I said I don't like playing Loki because the last time I played Loki, I was the OP Doctor Strange deck, and 2.5 hours later, we still hadn't won. He's just too long. So as much as we try to say this game multiplayer is not that long, there are villains like Loki that are just way too long.
Yeah.
In my mind. So I came up with the idea of how could you just take the gloves off of Loki, literally. And I like variants that are uber simple. Like when we were trying to switch Hulk, you had just said make him steady 044. So now all I have to do is remember those stats on his card, and I don't have to change every one of his cards. That's too much for me,
Yeah.
So, can you see the table, or are you only seeing me?
I'm only seeing you, but that's okay. I don't need to see the table.
Okay. This is going to be one of the most entertaining streams, and then I'm going to figure out how I do this otherwise.
Hey, it's okay. Hey, that's what? We'll practice here. I'll go to the table as well. I'll just go boom.
All right.
So
I don't
then,
know what we're going to see of your table. I have you in the top, eighth of my screen. It's not bad.
yeah. Oh, there you go. Is it
We
in
might get
reverse?
by.
Is it like flipped?
It's all correct. It's very, very blurry, but that's me, I think. I think that's Discord. I don't think that's
Yeah.
you. So, anyway,
I,
all I did was literally remove his gauntlet. if he doesn't have the Infinity Gauntlet, he still has the stones. So thematically, this kind of stinks. What I said is you have to think of this as his bag of tricks instead of the stones. So this is not a mind stone. This is Loki messes with your mind and you're confused. Right?
Okay.
Which is very Loki-like. All these stones are tricks that he would play.
Okay, I like it.
And then when this says reveal the top card of the Infinity Stone deck and swap Loki with a, you just do that. You just reveal a stone, right? So I think the only issue is that the gauntlet tells you after he activates, also do the stone.
Okay.
Right? So you just have to know to activate any stones that are in play, but most of the time there aren't going to be stones in play.
Ah, okay.
So we're not going to add a stone every turn like we did with the gauntlet.
Okay.
Got it?
So the stones activate only on the certain cards.
Right, the stones only come into play from certain events. So it's going to massively decrease the overhead. The one issue is that Loki is now going to be the stats on the card and not +1/+1.
Okay.
But that just gives you the option of, oh, I want it to be a little harder, so just tuck the gauntlet in to give him +1/+1, but don't do the whole draw another stone every single time.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
So I think it's going to be easy. I think it's going to put him significantly behind in difficulty, but this wonky stream that we have going won't go 2 hours.
Awesome.
So we're trying this out. So thanks everybody for joining us. This is house rules. I am house ruling, but again, I'm making it as simple as possible. Remove the gauntlet and just know if there's a stone in play, do it after he activates.
Cool.
So if you can't handle house rules, I apologize, but I just didn't want to fight. I'm just tired of fighting the other Loki. Like, I've got him down plenty of times. It's not that. It's just, it's not one I go to regularly because it's so long, you know?
Okay, well, I'm playing so the whole point is to be able to put Groot's counters to the maximum and then utilize those counters, and you use the I am Groots. That's the plan, right? You want to use I am Groots as much as possible?
I want Rogue to be Groot. Rogue is Groot.
Yeah, you want to use the I am Groots. All right, so I have 2 I am Groots in my deck. All right, so I'm using a tough strategy. So I'm using a couple of defensive energies, powering all of us, 3 double resources, the 3 sidesteps, and the 3 desperate defenses, dauntless, unflappable, electrostatic armor, and armored vest, a Flora and Fauna, the Focus, Steve Carrier, Avengers Mansion, 3 invulnerabilities, Crockett, and Nikki Fury. That is my deck. I might actually add 1 card to the deck. I'm just going to add a Nerves of Steel. Just in case. There we go.
Well, I'm playing a massive build deck. I'm basically playing basic Justice. I only have some allies, a Crisis Averted. My original intent was to just control things while we build up Groot. Steve is saying he'll be built on turn 1, so he doesn't need me. But I played the build to mission training. I have an honorary X-Men, so we might do it to Rocket instead. And I have a bunch of Confuses, even though they're not the best here. It's still something you can get away with in a turn because he doesn't automatically switch forms. You know, so as long as he's not Stalwart, you can still play a Confuse on him.
Yeah,
so
that's true.
That is the idea. I'm really doing the mission training thing here, and then Mutant Education is there because I want to just go down and return those superpower adaptations. Because when you're not built, I'm going to play... What is the 0 cost? You get 2 growth counters?
Oh, yeah. Look, first card, Fertile Ground.
Not that one, no. I want to play the other one.
No, I know. It's called Fruition.
Fruition, yeah. Man, with 43 heroes, I can't remember the cards anymore, I have to admit.
Yeah, it goes by fast. It's hard to remember all of it.
Yeah, so this is the Loki scenario without the gauntlet, which I think you could just straight up remove the gauntlet and just follow the rules. The only thing is you have to remember there's nothing telling you to trigger the stones. And in your mind, you have to say, trick. This is a mind trick.
Yeah.
This is a soul trick.
I like it. 2, 4, 5, 6. All right.
He's
Well,
he's a card shark.
He is. All right. So I'm gonna use my sidestep. I think I'm going first, right? To play
You are
the fertile.
now.
There you go. I'll play the fertile ground, and then I'll draw a card. It's an I am Groot. I'm gonna spend 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna play an Avengers Mansion, and I'll make you draw an extra card.
Okay. So just so you know, we have the no damage Loki.
Oh, because we can't. Okay, okay. So no damage Loki. I'm just gonna stay in alter ego then, since it's no damage Loki.
Sounds good. All right. I am going to... Wow. Build, I guess.
Yeah.
I hate getting rid of Gambit and Rogue, or Gambit and Storm, but I can get all these cards on the table.
Do it.
So these two will go away. X-Gene, Jacket, and we each get a Skilled Investigator.
I love it.
Do I stay down?
You want to put 2 of us down? Yeah, why not?
I got nothing else to do, so...
Yeah.
Alright. I'll stay down too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I really have to be careful about reading identity-specific cards, identity-specific events. Like X-Gene plays for an event.
Correct. An identity.
I know most people probably know this. I just haven't played them enough to remember all those things. All right, let me know if the sound or if Steve is too loud or too quiet, because now we have 2 different audio sources. And actually, it looks good on the stream, Steve.
Yeah? Okay, cool.
It's a little weird. You're in the upper corner with the same playmat, so people might come in and think, why am I seeing the image twice?
Yeah, it's true, right?
But we can figure that out over time. I mean, I can shrink mine, too, so.
Yeah, now we're good.
All right.
So, Loki.
Where are we at? We're at Loki. So he's going to add 2 threat.
Isn't it 3? Didn't he start with the
He's going to add
Midgard?
3. Yep. He's going to add 3 threat. He's going to scheme against you for 2 plus a 0.
Legit.
And then he's going to scheme against me for 2 plus 2. So that's 6 total. And that is at 11 out of 24. And then we each get a card. Yours is Master Plan.
Nice.
Making our lives harder.
I thought you said you were playing standard.
Is there any difference?
There's no master plan.
Oh, gotcha. We were not playing standard.
Okay.
And I get quick strike by a sentinel. We put the sentinels in. I don't get quick strike, sorry. All right, so I am going to use Dazzler and Game Time to play my X Mansion. Then I'll Mutant Education to put Gambit back in and draw a card.
It's 2 cards, 2 identity specifics.
I know, I only have 1.
Okay.
There's my superpower adaptation. I will flip up, and I don't even remember what all the touched abilities are. I've always played with Rogue, but not as Rogue.
Okay, so Rogue.
So I can gain Overkill, Retaliate, Aerial, or Stalwart, right?
Correct.
Oh, and this should have activated against you. So you should be confused.
Oh, okay.
My bad. All right, so I can either energy transfer and get rid of this guy, or I can go in Rogue and get rid of threat.
If you put it on the villain, you can confuse him too.
Got it. All right, so I'll put this here. I'll use X-Gene and Superpower Adaptation to play Go in Rogue. Oh, but I only get rid of 3 threat then, right?
That's fine.
I'll get rid of 3, I guess, on the main scheme.
Yep.
And I will confuse Loki.
Do you need another card?
No. because I have a 2 cost that I can't play.
Oh, okay.
And then I can thwart for 2, or I can hit this guy for 2. Probably just thwart for now, unless you're going to deal 4 damage.
I have rocket, so yeah, I definitely can deal 4 damage.
All right, I'll hit for 2 here then.
All right, so I'll use the mansion. There's an unflappable. All right, I am going to also.
You need to specify your mansion, sir.
Oh yes, the Steve mansion.
There you go.
I am going to spend 3 to play rocket. Rocket. I am going to use a sidestep. Wait, I am going to punch the villain, that minion, for 2.
Yep.
I'm going to use flora and fauna. I'm going to put 2 extra growth counters, so I'm up to 8. And then I get to ready. Rocket is going to finish off the dude.
The dude abides.
And then I'm going to play an unflappable on myself. And then
Rocket is 4 damage, so he overkills for 2?
He overkills for 2, correct.
Got it.
And then I will punch for 2 with Groot.
36.
All right.
It's almost dead.
Hey, I have a fruition, desperate defense for Nikki Fury, and this. All right, well, it's going to be another sexy turn for Groot.
Ooh, there's my superpower adaptation.
This is Aerodactyl.
All right, he's adding 3 threat here to go to 11.
Yep.
Then he is attacking me. I don't have Bell.
All right, so what I'll do is I will desperate defense for 5 with a defensive energy, and I'll draw a card.
All right. 2 plus 1 is 3.
I take no damage. Unflappable. I ready and draw another card.
And then he's attacking you for 2.
I will defend for 3.
Plus 2 is 4.
I will lose a growth counter.
Nice. All right. He's going to advance against me, but he's confused. And Sentinel Mark II on you. So we're going to get Operation Zero Tolerance and put it into play.
Sweet. That's just a cheesy minion, right? Do you need the helicarrier? Do you need a mansion or a helicarrier?
I don't think so.
All right, then I will draw a card. There's those vines. I'm going to spend 4 to play Nikki Fury to draw 3. 1, 2, 3. Ah, there's the I am Groot. I will then... what do I do? All right. So I have 7 counters. I could do I am Groot right now if you want.
Which one?
The I am Groot. I would do
Gotcha.
7 damage to something.
Got it. I mean, I could steal it and play it as well, but we might need to remove some threat. I can remove 5 threat with going rogue.
Yeah, by touching a minion? Or
No, I think I have to touch an ally, right?
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, and you could be a guardian.
Or I could confuse them and one of us can flip down.
Oh, yeah, confuse them? Yeah, okay, so do you need an extra resource?
I don't.
Okay, so then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. I'm going to play the Steve carrier. Actually, before I do that, I'm going to flip down and go to 10 growth counters. Draw an extra card. It's a root stomp. I'm going to use Nerves of Steel, I am Groot, and a root stomp for 3. I'm going to play a Steve carrier. Steve carrier is going to play the armored vest. And then I have Nick Fury and Rocket that can do some stuff.
Okay.
I can't see the board, so
Right.
I can kill the Sentinel. Because he's got 3 health, right?
2 health, yeah.
He doesn't
So
have
Rock,
a tough or anything?
I mean, the main scheme is at 11 out of 24. The side scheme has 12 on it, and another side scheme has 6, so thwart might be better.
Okay, well, I have both my I am Groots coming. The thwart Groots, they're coming in a
Okay,
second.
gotcha. So
There's like,
why don't you have Rocket overkill?
oh shoot, no. Both my I am Groots are gone. So okay. So
Got it.
I'll overkill the thing and then I'll remove 2 threat with Nikki.
All right. So we'll bring this one down, and the overkill will go here.
Yeah.
All right. I will put my touched on Nick Fury, and then I'll play Going Rogue and get rid of 5 threat. Or unless was I confusing him?
I think you wanted to confuse him.
I guess confuse is better, right? So I only get rid of 3 threat, but he's confused.
Yeah, it makes more sense.
All right. So we'll do that. And then... Oh, do I have to move touched?
If you're doing energy transfer, yes.
Got it. So I guess I just do it in the other order, or I just don't. I just use this to do it, right? So she thwarts, attach touch to a friendly character. Perfect. So I'll put touched on Nick like I did. I'll thwart for 3.
Yeah.
Then I'll play energy transfer, put it on the villain, deal 2 damage to him, ready myself.
And heal, yeah.
Heal, which I'm at full. 1, 2, right? Maybe I saved the energy transfer. No. And then I confuse him, and then I can attack for 3 or thwart for 2. So we'll start bringing this one down here.
Cool.
All right. There's a bulletproof bell.
There it is. And you're attached to the villain, so...
Yeah.
2, 4... Oh, I have a We Are Groot, so there's going to be a lot of toughness. All right.
All right. So we had 3 threat. He's confused against you. He is attacking me when an enemy would touch attack. When an enemy with touch attached to it attacks. Okay, I was trying to find the trigger for that. So I'll use my X gene because it's a resource. So he's going to attack me for 2 plus he gets his staff. So 3, I prevent all the damage and become tough, and I retaliate 1.
Yep.
And then we get cards.
He can't take damage, by the way.
Oh, that whole time, huh? So he's back up to 40. We had him down to 30.
There's a side scheme. He can't take damage.
You play this 1,000 times more than me. You remember cards so much better than me.
Yeah.
I've got it buried too. Like I've got cards on top of him. So.
Okay.
All right. He will assault you. Now you get wilt.
So I will exhaust to get rid of all the. Oh wait, no.
You can remove 3 growth counters.
I'll remove 3.
All right.
So I'll be back down to 7. Leave it in the discard. I don't want to exhaust.
I get under fire. I get a Sentinel Mark III, who's going to get an energy barrier. And tough, and then relentless robots.
That's another side scheme. There's a lot of side schemes coming out.
Yeah. All right, so he's got this and tough. Passes back to me.
I'll use my fertile ground and I'll go back to 10 growth counters.
Yeah, I forgot that we couldn't deal damage to him, so you couldn't play I Am Groot. He wouldn't have. Well, it wouldn't have helped. He wouldn't have taken any damage.
Yeah, no.
Okay. I can't attach this to you because you're an alter ego, right?
You can do it after I flip up.
Yeah.
Nick Fury's gone.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out. I have Nick. I have
you
a
want to
crew
draw an extra
quarters,
card?
And I have
I
Marvel
don't need
Girl.
any resources, so I can give you a mansion and a carrier.
Oh, okay, yeah, I'll take the mansion.
You can take the carrier as well if you want. I have my cards cost 1, and I have 2 doubles, so I'm going to be pitching double resources.
Yeah. I don't have a way to get rid of Tough on this minion. I have Marvel Girl. Could be a way to do that.
Yeah. Yeah, she punches for 1, gets rid of the tough, and removes threat.
Yeah. All right, so I'll use your resource and these 3 to play Nick. I'll draw 3 cards. Then I'll use a double. Boy, I've got another bulletproof bell. But I've got an honorary X-Men. Do you want it on you or on what's his name?
Rocket. Yeah, let's put it
All
on
right,
Rocket.
so Rocket gets an honorary X-Men. I'll play Marvel Girl. She'll pop the tough on this one. And then remove 2 threat.
Rocket.
And then I will thwart for 2, and Nick Fury will thwart for 2 to get rid of the relentless robots. Nope, I can't. Darn it.
What do you mean you can't? Because there's
Because I have a minion in front of me.
So start working on the other one. 0 tolerance.
We don't want to get rid of War in Asgard yet?
Yeah, we'll get rid of that in a minute. We'll get rid of it in 1 shot.
Got it. All right. I never touched anything.
If you keep some resources... Oh, you don't have your superpower adaptation, right?
Nope.
Okay, so I'll be going up with the Groot after.
So what gives me +1 if I touch a... If touched is on an ally. All right, so I will touch Marvel Girl, and then I can thwart for 5 here, and this one's almost gone. All right, I'm done. So I'm a little slow with Rogue. I only played her once with the precon.
Okay, so is there still any... All right, so I'm going to use We Are Groot to play a Lashing Vines. No, not Lashing Vines. To play Death Focus. Death Focus to play Entangling Vines. So that gives me 3 thwart. I'm going to use an energy to play Lashing Vines, which means I could use 3 growth counters and remove a bunch of threat here. Rocket's going to overkill the dude.
Okay.
And then what do we need to remove?
Oh, before you flip up, you should heal Rocket with the X-Mansion.
I'm not an X-Man. Only you can do that.
Nope, it's just from a mutant or X-Men character. Oh, any players who's... Oh, so it has to be me.
It has to be.
So that didn't help to put it on Rocket. Got it.
But it will help when you go down.
Yeah.
All right.
What did you just ask me? There's 4 threat on Relentless Robots and 1 threat on Operation Zero Tolerance, and we also both have Skilled Investigators.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use 3 growth counters, and I'm going to remove 3 threat and ready.
Okay.
So I'm going to remove a 4th threat from the one that has the extra encounter card there.
Yeah. And then we both draw a card.
So we both get to draw 1. Oh, I have a Root Stomp. There's no reason to do the Root Stomp, right? There's no minions.
You can't deal damage, and there's no minions. Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna keep that Root Stomp anyway. I'm gonna stay it like that.
Does my superpower it's search for an event?
Yeah.
All right. Are you getting I Am Groot, or should I pop this and get Crisis Averted? I'll get a Crisis Averted.
Well, no, you have to be touching something, right?
I am. I'm touching Marvel Girl.
So yeah, if you use superpower adaptation, you go get that. You have to go get an event from her. So if you're using a Groot thing, then you could go get the I am Groot and remove for the number of Groot counters on Groot.
Oh,
So that
that's
was
right. That's right. You don't need to have it in your hand.
no.
Got it. Okay. So this should be the one that goes back. Crisis averted.
But you could remove once you're touching me.
Yep. No, I got it.
Oh,
I'm thinking I'm going to play it after you play it.
All right. Put that cards back. I forgot.
Put what card back?
I'm confused.
No.
All right, I removed my confusion. And I kept all my growth counters because I removed my confusion. All right, done.
So
Sorry,
what am I removing? The 1 threat removal or the 3 threat removal?
None. Because after uses a basic power, I can't use the growth counters to ready because I get confused. It's a replacement.
So you're saying there should still be 4 threat on Relentless Robots?
There's still four threat.
Okay.
Unfortunately.
All right. Draw up. This is going +3. So the main scheme is at 12 out of 24.
I'm seriously close to decking out. Once I find my other Groots, it's 10 a turn, right?
Yep. All right, so he's attacking me. I'm tough. Do you want me to block with Nick? Are you going to want to block anyway?
I am going to want to block. I have a desperate defense, so I think I'm just going to use my...
Then I'm going to use Nick and keep my tough.
Yeah.
All right. He attacks for 4. Nick is dead. Then he's attacking you for 3 plus a flip.
Yeah, I'm going to use... I have a defense of 4, 5, 6.
Okay. And he attacks you for 4.
I get
Sorry,
to ready.
It's just a delay.
Unflappable. I get the draw card.
All right, and then we get plus... Oh, if I use Nick, he goes under the Operation Zero Tolerance. That's fine.
Okay, yeah.
I forgot about that. All right. It's amazing. It's easy. Swap Loki. Then he activates against you. Bye-bye, Loki.
When does he get the stones? Because he hasn't gotten a stone yet, right?
He only gets a stone if we draw the card or if we clear the side scheme.
Okay.
But that's the point, because drawing a stone every activation just adds so much time to the play, right?
Yeah, you're right.
All right, so he's attacking me for 1. Unfortunately, I'm tough. 2, 3. So there goes my tough. I guess it's not terrible. All right.
And my card?
And then I got a second card, which is a Sentinel Mark 5. So I get targeted for elimination. And then yours is Sentinel Mark 6, which is going to quick strike you for 2.
I'll just lose. Do I want to lose the growth counters? I don't, right? I don't want to lose growth counters. I'm just gonna...
I don't know. I have a superpower adaptation, so I'm going to remove 10 threat if possible.
Yeah. Let's. I'm just going to defend. And I have a root stomp and an I am Groot, so I can do 10 damage and kill something with 5 or less. Also, if you go to Alter Ego, you can heal Rocket, and then we can keep him alive.
Yep, I'll do
He's got
that.
one health.
What did you do? Did you lose? Did you lose the things?
I didn't lose anything.
Oh, you exhausted?
Yep, I have 4 defense.
Your turn. Sorry, I was reading chat, so I didn't hear you.
Okay. I can give you a mansion, and I can give you a helicarrier if you want.
All right, let's see. So I can just do my thing now, right? So in order to play yours, I'll put touched on Groot. Then I'll play superpower adaptation.
Yep.
And then I will use X Gene because it is an identity specific event, right?
Correct.
And strength to play I am Groot.
There you
and
go.
I'll take 10 off of the main.
Let's do it.
And that goes down to 2. Then, I have a Southern Cross, so I can deal 6 and kill your minion.
If you want, I also have a Root Stomp and an I am Groot, so I can do 15 on Loki.
I'll probably Southern Cross my Sentinel so I can flip down.
Correct.
So, yeah.
Because I have a.
We also have relentless robots in play.
Yep.
Marvel Girl could get rid of 2. Rogue could get rid of 2 once I clear mine, so I'm good. I'll get rid of it. Never mind.
Okay. So do you want me to? So I have one in front of me too, right? Is he tough?
Yep, you have one with 6 health, no tough.
6 health, no tough. So I'm gonna I am Groot him.
Okay.
Deal 5.
Say it again.
Wait, no, I can't. I'm gonna do the.
I know I don't have a way to deal damage. I could hit him with Marvel Girl, but
Yeah, it's annoying because I could. My things are events. It's just that Rocket can't do anything.
that's fine. I'll flip down and heal him too, right?
Yeah, but I only have 1 health, so.
Right, I'm saying we just have to pass on him this turn.
Okay, so I'll do 10 damage to the one in front of me.
Okay, dead.
All right. And then I can wait and root stomp the other guy. I will give you an Avengers Mansion, and I will give you a helicarrier.
Okay. I got another Southern Cross. So I mean, you can. Do you want a counter, or are you full?
I'm full. I'm at 10, so I don't need counters.
So do you want to just hit Loki? He's retaliate Loki.
Ooh, I don't like that. I can just kill your guy.
Yeah, that's fine. Kill him.
All right. So I'll do 5 damage with a root stomp and take him
He's
out.
done. Yeah. Then Marvel Girl and Rogue will clear Relentless Robots, so we both draw a card.
It's a sidestep. Perfect.
I drew an Avengers Mansion. So I'm going to play that and hold my 2 Southern Crosses.
Nice.
I'll draw a card. It's Professor X. I will flip down
And heal Rocket.
and heal Rocket.
Wait.
There's a game time. All right, let's just see the chat. They're talking about the OP kits. Yeah, I'm going to try to get OP kits too and try to do some giveaways. So.
Yeah, I'll see if my connection will get some.
Yeah.
And see if I can give some as well too.
All right.
I need an extra card, buddy.
You got it. I am impressed how you can play this game without even seeing. And you're correcting me on what the cards say.
That's fun.
Yeah, so the stones really don't play a part here, but that is part of the complexity of it all, right? Again, I think you could make Loki what he was. I mean, when he thwarts for 4 and is stalwart, it's no joke.
Yeah.
So, but it's definitely making him a lot simpler, but that gives you a chance to play him when you don't always want him. Because that's the biggest issue, too. Maybe you play him like this on Standard, and then the other version you would consider Expert. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because on Standard, he isn't really any simpler. There's 3 cards removed from the deck.
Yeah.
All right.
So I'm good.
We added 3 threat there, right? He's attacking you for 2.
Just for 2?
Just for 2.
All right, I will use my defense, and then I'll use Lashing Vine it's after I use. So I'm gonna defense, and I'm gonna use a sidestep. Oh wait, yeah. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna use a desperate defense. So I have a defense of 6.
He is attacking you for an additional boost and a tough. Discard the top card of the Infinity Stone deck. So +3. So he's attacking you for 5.
I take no damage. Unflappable draws me a card, and I'm ready.
All right. And then he schemes against me for 2. +2 is 4. And then we get cards. You have an additional one. You are targeted for elimination.
Yep.
And Madness on Midgard has a crisis icon.
Okay, we'll get rid of it.
And has 7 on it. And a Sentinel Mark 5. Attacks me for 3. So I am down to 8.
Ooh.
Passes to me.
Well,
All right.
I am going to become tough, and I can deal 4 I can remove 4 threat, 5 threat, 4 threat.
I got 8 cards left and 1 mission training. I have 2 game times in my hand, but I feel like I should just pass on them for now because trying to draw through to get those isn't really worth it.
Yeah.
So I mean, I've got a mansion, an Avengers mansion. First off, heal Rocket.
Yep, he's back to 1 damage.
Although then I can't use Marvel Girl. Should I heal her?
Yeah, just lose her. She'll come back, right?
All right. So if we give you double card draw, is that better? I just have Southern Cross, but I guess we could start. We've got to clear this threat, is what we have to do. So I have Professor X.
Do it. Do the professor.
All right. So I have a Def Focus as well. If I spend this 1 to put down Def Focus, then these ones can play for Southern Cross. So I will draw a card. I got an under surveillance.
Okay, I was going to say I'll give you the Steve Carrier.
Well, that's fine. I can still use it.
Okay.
I'll flip up. I'll use Game Time, Steve Carrier, and a Southern Cross to play Professor X.
Yep.
I'll confuse Loki.
Ooh.
I just don't have a lot of threat removal.
You have
so then
3, 5.
I have 8 and a Southern Cross, I guess. Do I want to put the Southern Cross on the Sentinel?
How much is the Sentinel?
He has 5 health.
Rocket deals 4. I'll kill him. I'll just kill him for you.
Okay, so I'll attach this to the villain. Oh, he's got a tuft. Darn it.
Not for long. Not for long.
They remove 5.
Does
So
that
this
get
goes
rid of
down
a
to 2. Yeah.
It removes
And then
the
I'll thwart it and get rid of the side scheme. Yes.
All right.
So we both draw a card and we swap Lokis and get a stone.
Okay.
So it is a reality trick.
Oh, there you go.
And this Loki will swap for... Might be a stalwart Loki is the only thing.
Yeah, whatever.
Nope, it's piercing Loki.
Oh, and I was about to just get myself a tough status card. All right, well, I'm going to draw it and try to do something else.
All right. And then I draw a card. It is going rogue.
Oh, you need 2 resources, right? Do you have 2?
Def Focus. I got Def Focus and X Gene. So if I go rogue, I would confuse him. Or I could put this under surveillance. I guess I could just do Southern Cross, I guess is the plan, right?
Yeah, let's...
when you get rid of the tough, then I do Southern Cross. I'm good. Go ahead.
Okay. I'll draw a card with the mansion since you don't want it. It's all defense events. I'm going to punch the minion. And then I'll kill him with rocket. So it's going to overkill for 1. So that's
perfect.
6 damage.
Tough is gone. And then I'll take an action.
Yep.
I will Southern Cross using Going Rogue, Def Focus, and X Gene. Should I hold on to under surveillance? That makes sense, right?
Oh, yeah. It's definitely a good one.
All right. So I deal 6 damage. So he's down to 34. I take 1. I'm down to 7. Go ahead.
Okay, so I'll do a hero response. Remove 2 growth counters to ready him. I'll remove 1 counter and thwart for 3 on something.
Yeah. We don't really need to get rid of 0 tolerance, so we'll just get rid of this war in Asgard, I guess. Well, we'll just get the main down again. All right.
Okay. Did you want to work on the War of Asgard or no?
No, I mean the main was at 9, so we might as well bring it down, right?
All right. So I'm gonna go back down, get 3 growth counters, and draw. What do I have to do to get rid of the
exhaust?
Exhaust. All right, I'll exhaust next turn. But unfortunately,
Targeted for elimination is what you're talking about?
Yeah. And I'll just put my vine spikes. And then I have a lot of cards I can't play right now. So I'm going to pitch all of them.
So it's very interesting how creative they were with Mutant and X-Men. So you can give things X-Men but not Mutant, which means you're still limited on what you can play.
Yep.
It's like a double trait.
It is, yeah.
I haven't wrapped my head around all that yet.
2, 3, 4, 5. All right, I got 10 damage incoming. Plus a nick, so that could be 16 damage.
All right.
I got 20 damage that I'm going to be doing next turn.
Nice. All right, we're adding 3 threat to the main. It goes back to 9.
Yep.
He is attacking me. Do I block with Professor X and put him under 0 tolerance? I guess so.
Oh, shoot. I keep forgetting that that's still there.
3, I am stunned. Okay, that goes there. Then he's confused against you.
Yep.
And then we get cards. Oh, and he gives me the Reality Stone. I have to discard an ally, upgrade, or support I control. So I guess I'll just get rid of my Skilled Investigator.
It's cheap. That's what it's there for.
All right, and then we each get a card. Trickster, so we're going to swap Lokis. Because this part's fun. I love swapping Lokis. I always laugh at the question that's like, does he full heal? I was like, dear God.
Can you imagine?
If he full healed and you had to do 80 damage in a 4-player game. All right, so he's attacking me for 2. And I'm stunned, so I guess I'll just block. Because I'm getting low. Plus 3 is 5, so I'm down to 4. But I retaliate 1 on him.
Cool.
We're back to retaliate Loki. And he gets his crown against you.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I'll fertile ground, draw a card. I'm gonna use the mansion now. I'm gonna draw a card. I need to find some. There you go. There's a root stomp. All right. I'm going to exhaust to get rid of that target acquired.
Okay.
All right. I'm gonna spend the helicarrier, a strength, and a We Are Groot to play Nikki Fury to draw 3 extra ones. 1, 2, 3. All right, I got the I Am Groot. So is there something with 10 threat that we need to remove?
Yeah, there's War in Asgard and the main scheme.
All right. So I'm going to Def Focus. There's no minions, right?
Nope.
No minions?
There's no minions.
No minions. All right.
There's an Operation Zero Tolerance with 1 threat on it and my Nick Fury and my Professor X.
Oh, well, here. Nick Fury gets rid of that, and then we all both draw a card.
I do not. I got rid of mine.
Oh, yeah. So I will Def Focus and double Root Stomp to play I Am Groot.
Nice. Is that for 10?
Yeah, that's for 10.
He's down to 23, retaliate 1.
Is what?
Oh, sorry. It's not an attack.
No, it's the thwart for 10.
It's hard for me to tell the difference in your voice.
Oh, you'll know. You'll know.
All right. So we get All Hail King Loki down to 0.
All hail King. What?
The main scheme is down to 0.
Okay, so the main is down to 0. I will use sidestep and defensive energy. There's a retaliate Loki, right?
This is retaliate Loki, yes.
I am Groot. For 10 damage, I will lose a growth counter.
All right. He's down to 23.
And then I am going to do it again. 1 and 2 for I am Groot.
He's down to 14.
There you go. And Rocket Raccoon can kill the minion or just chill.
Yeah, he can just chill. There's no minions on the board.
All right. So he'll chill or he can thwart for 2.
He doesn't need to.
All right.
What? How much health does he have?
He's got 4 health.
Okay. So I guess he could thwart for 2 because I'll flip down and heal him.
All right. Remove 2.
I'm going to put touched on you, so I'm stalwart, correct?
Yep.
Then I will... I will draw with my Avengers Mansion. I'll use Southern Cross, Mission Training, and Under Surveillance to play the X-Jet. The X-Jet is going to play Endurance on me, so I go up to 7 health. Flip, heal Rocket. And then I'll play Mutant Education. Identity-specific cards.
Oh, the superpower adaptations.
So I'm going to get 2 superpower adaptations.
Awesome sauce.
Shuffle, and I draw a card. It's Gambit, so I'll keep him.
All right. Ready?
Yeah. Go through
All
my
right.
deck.
Well, I'm getting rid of another. I have another I Am Groot coming, so.
Nice. 3 threat on the main scheme. He's attacking you for 2.
Nikki Fury.
Oh, I'm still just drawing up my hand, sorry.
There you go.
Oh, you can see me, can't you? I forget that.
Yeah.
I forget you can see me. I'm thinking you're seeing nothing. You're seeing my face. All right. Nick Fury is blocking. It's going to be top card of the Infinity Stone, +1. So for 3. There's no Operation Zero Tolerance, so he's yours.
Yep.
Schemes against me for 3. For 5, so it goes to 8. I just need to dump these out. Whew. I just don't do well with, like, everything's different than it normally is.
It's okay.
Deadly Touch. So I deal 2 damage to you.
No, you don't, because you went to Alter Ego. So your touch is not touching anything. You're adding 2 to the main.
I'm going to add 2 threat to the main scheme instead.
There you go. Touch me. Touch me. I want
Open the Bifrost. The other part that's weird in this scenario is that these things don't go away. These side schemes.
Yeah,
I mean, mechanically it makes sense, but just thematically, like, all right, we're going to open the Bifrost. Try it again. Devious Sorcery. Alter Ego. I am stunned. Sounds good. All right. Passes to me. What's in your discard pile?
All right, buddy. You have 10 damage or 10 threat, but I also have a 10 threat in my hand. So I have a Root Stop in my hand that's going down. And then I have I Am Groot. So whichever.
Okay.
I would go for the 10 damage. That's what I would go for, probably.
There's so much stuff. Because I have Nick Fury, Gambit, Marvel Girl.
Start with McNicky.
So I'll play this Mutant Education to shuffle nothing back in and draw a card. It's my Mission Training. So then
if you play,
I can heal Rocket and Alter Ego.
Yep, and then I'll give you the Steve Carrier to put a Mission Training on Rocket.
Okay. Now I don't have cards to play Nick, though, because I want to save these superpower adaptations, right?
I'm going to give you
I'll draw a card. I'll draw with my own mansion. I'm good.
All right.
1, 2, 3, and my X-Jet is 4 to play Nick. Draw 3.
So you didn't use my mansion.
I did not use your mansion.
But it's still available for you for putting the...
I will put touched on Groot, get rid of my stunned.
Yep.
You have one in your hand, right? So I'll just deal damage.
Yeah, go for damage.
So I'll do the superpower adaptation. It puts that card in my hand, or it plays it?
It puts it in your hand.
All right. And then I'll use... Oh, I can use these ones, right? Def Focus and X-Gene.
Yep.
I am Groot, and I'll deal 10.
You have to go, I am Groot, sugar.
Is it 10 damage? Are you at 10 counters?
Oh, I'm at 8. Sorry, it's 8.
What a waste.
I know.
All right, and Retaliate 1, I'm at 6. And then, so he's got 6 health left. So I can just grab it again?
Do you have anything that deals 1 damage? Oh, here. I will spend. I will use Death Focus, and we need to remove the 10 and power in all of us to do a Root Stomp on it for 5. I'll take a Retaliate, lose a growth counter, and then you can just kill him with Nick Fury for 1.
Yeah, I mean, I could do the Nick Fury first, and then, you don't gain the counter anyway. You'd gain a counter, then lose a counter?
Oh no, because we're defeating it. Yeah, use Nick Fury first, and then I would gain a counter and not lose Retaliate.
Okay. All right, so that is 1 Loki dead.
Yeah.
Still took a long time. 1! That's 1 dead Loki! All right, so we got to go get a side scheme. There's only 2 cards left, so it looks like we're just getting an acceleration token. And now we get no damage Loki.
If there's side schemes.
And there are 2 side schemes in play. War in Asgard and Open the Bifrost. So should I steal that, and even though it's 10, get rid of the side schemes?
I'm gonna do. I can do. I can give you an extra card because I have the I Am Groot, so I can remove 9 on something.
All right. Well, I will thwart Open the Bifrost for 3. That brings it down to 2. Then Rocket could finish it, right?
Yep.
I have a superpower adaptation. I have a game time for Rocket as well.
Okay.
But I could steal something from your discard pile. Should I take the threat removal I Am Groot?
Because as soon as we remove War from Asgard, you're going to be able to deal damage to the new guy, right?
Yeah, there's 2 side schemes to remove.
I know, but once you remove one of those ones, it swaps Loki's, remember?
Correct. Yep. So we'll do that?
Yeah.
Got it. All right, I'm done. I've got a superpower adaptation and a game time.
All right, so I'm going to remove 3 threat with Rocket.
Okay, that'll clear Open the Bifrost. You get to draw a card.
Trigger, draw.
Let's see. We get a new Loki, or we just reveal...
We get a new Loki.
All right, so he's going to play a space trick on us.
Ooh.
And we got our first stalwart Loki, ladies and gentlemen.
Nice. Not for long.
It is 40 health stalwart Loki.
Does he get a tough? No, because we defeated, so all his attachments go away, right?
No, that's not a thing in this scenario, correct?
Oh, I can't remember.
Oh, when he's defeated, they go away?
Oh, no. I think it's you have to use the resources, right?
Yeah, you have to spend resources.
All right. I'll do the resource thing. All right. I will. Do you need an extra card for Avengers Mansion?
I don't. I'm going to play game time right now on Rocket, so ready him and heal him.
Yeah.
And then I have a superpower adaptation, and I have 2 to play I Am Groot!
All right. The 9 damage one.
Yes, but you have to clear War in Asgard first.
Oh, you got the same guy?
So I've tried to say it. There are 2 side schemes in play. We cleared 1. We have to get rid of the other one.
Oh, no. But when we clear a side scheme...
Got it. Okay. Superpower adaptation. I Am Groot. Deal 10 damage. I got you. My bad.
Yeah, because you're supposed to swap Lokis, right?
I did.
Okay, there you go.
It triggers for you faster in your head because you can play it abstractly. I have to see it visually.
Oh, okay, you're good. So 30 damage. All right, so I'll use Avengers Mansion to draw a card. It is a Dauntless. All right. What do we need to get rid of his things?
Mental and a punch, lightning and a punch. And you have to basic attack him.
All right. So I'm going to basic attack for 4 by removing a counter.
Yeah.
All right.
Down to 26.
I'm going to use Power in All of Us and Dauntless to remove one of those things, whatever it is. The
Just tell me the symbols.
physical and lightning.
Okay,
Or-
get rid of his staff.
Okay. And then, do we need remove threat or no?
Not really. If we get rid of War in Asgard, which has 5 on it, we get rid of the stalwart Loki, but we're not really stunning that much.
Okay. So then, is there anything on the main that we need to take care of?
There's 10.
So I'm going to remove 8 from the main.
You got it.
I'm going to flip. Are you down? No, you're not.
Nope.
So I'm going to flip down and use Fertile Ground to put the counter back, go back to 9, draw a card. It is a Flora and Fauna, which I can use for next turn. And then Rocket, there's no minions.
Nope. Work for 2?
Yeah, remove 3 threat from something.
Oh, 3. Yep. War in Asgard is down to 2.
All right. We are good.
I got another superpower adaptation.
I'll need an extra card, please.
Okay.
So unfortunately, now I lost I decked out, so my superpowers are gone.
Yeah, but your deck can't be gigantic. Oh, I guess you have a lot of events from protection, right?
Yeah, I have 3. Which I have barely used.
Yeah.
They were good in the beginning, and now I don't need them anymore.
We just need damage.
Just go.
But that's my point with Loki, right? Now we are in basically full control of him.
Yeah.
But we still have to deal another 66 damage.
It should be coming pretty fast.
Which isn't that bad, but it's probably, 30 more minutes?
Maybe.
And we've played for an hour, you know what I mean? So it still becomes a 90-minute game, which is fine. I can understand what people say. I like the solo game because it takes me 20 minutes, right?
Not Loki.
True, not Loki. True. All right, 6. He is attacking me, and Nick Fury's going to block. Attacks for 3, plus 2 is 5. Nick is out. Then he's going to scheme against you for 2. Plus 2 is 4. Main scheme goes to 10.
Out of 20?
We each...
Out of 20.
Oh, shoot. 10 out of 24. I forgot this. I have to discard and put a minion into play with me. He plays a space trick. It is a Sentinel Mark III.
It's discarded, not revealed. So...
what are you saying?
It's a discarded minion, so they don't have the one reveal.
Okay, gotcha. So he would just have toughness. And then attack me for 3, right?
You would, yeah.
So I am down to 3. Alright. Yep, I'm in trouble. So Trickster is going to swap him out.
Alright, I can sacrifice Rocket.
He's attacking me for 1. It's the other stalwart Loki. So I will defend. 1 plus 2 is 3. I block 2. I take 1. I'm down to 2.
Okay.
Casket of Ancient Winters is going to come in with 6 on it. And that has a boost. And Devious Sorcery, you are stunned.
Okay.
Passes to you.
Alright. I will be back to 10, draw a card. Oh, Senor Fury. Alright. I will flippity flop up with my 10 growth counters. Boogity boo, boogity boo. Alright, I am going to use Energy, Steve Carrier, and Desperate Defense. I'm going to play Nicky McNick and draw an extra 3. 1, 2, and 3. I'm getting all my events, which I don't need.
It's just so funny. I feel like Nick should have been draw 2 cards, remove 3 threat, or deal 4 damage. The draw 3 just makes it so nobody ever picks anything else.
Well, in solo, I
deal 4 at the end.
Yeah, at the end, I do the deal 4 when I need it. All right. You said there's a couple of side schemes, right?
Yeah, one with 2, one with 6.
All right, so I am going to use Groot. I'll remove a growth counter and I'll thwart for 3.
Okay.
Rocket. Oh no, you said there's a dude now, right? There's a minion with tough.
There is a minion with tough, but I'm gonna. Oh, I can't flip down.
No, so I'm gonna punch your minion with tough with Nick, and then I'm going to hurt it with Rocket for
Is
4.
that overkill of 1? Yep. 25. Loki's.
All right, I am then. Sorry, I use this. So technically, I'm doing it in the wrong order there. I'm going to remove 2 more growth counters. I'll be down to 7 to ready Groot. I'm going to attack to remove the stun. I am going to use invulnerability to play Flora and Fauna. I'm going to ready Groot, place 2 growth counters on him. I am going to punch and remove a growth counter to punch for 4.
21.
All right, and then I am going to use Fruition to go back up to 10 counters. And then I'm going to use a double to play a Dauntless. So now I have Retaliate. And I'll use my defensive. I want to use defense. Do you need your extra card?
No. It's yours.
All right. Oh, I have an I Am Groot. I could use I Am Groot to remove 10 threat somewhere.
The main has 10. The others are 2 and 6. I can get rid of the 6. So.
All right. So I Am Groot. Remove 10.
Perfect.
And then I have a sidestep for next turn, so we're good. That was me.
Do you have a damage? You don't have a damage I Am Groot in your discard pile, right?
Not yet.
Right.
Wait. Nope.
So I will.
You have to heal anyway, so don't worry about.
Yeah. All right, so I'll use the X-Jet and my energy to play Professor X instead of confusing because he's stalwart. I'll ready myself.
Yep.
Then Professor X can.
There's a side scheme with 3 left, I believe.
Oh, did you thwart for 3? You attacked with Rocket, right?
But I thwarted for 3 with Groot.
Ah, okay, I missed that. All right, so Professor X will clear that.
Skilled Investigator, draw. Ah, there, I have it in hand.
Clear this version of Loki. And give us other stalwart Loki. And an Infinity Stone. So it is the Time Trick.
Cool.
All right. I have these going rogues, but they don't do much.
Well, touch an ally and then remove 5 threat.
Well, there's 2 threat left on the board.
Oh. Just go down and heal. And then
if I confuse him, and I do this in order, is it all happen at once? Because if I confuse him, remove 3 threat, swap him out, and get a non-stalwart Loki, then it would confuse him. But you probably don't do it in order. You probably do it all at once, right?
Correct.
So that won't work. Maybe I just save these and just have these when I flip up?
Yeah.
Do you care about a 3 attack, Loki?
I'm not worried.
All right. So I will flip and heal. I'll heal Rocket for 1.
Yep. He's back to 2.
I'll just hold these going rogues.
Yeah.
It seems like a little much.
Actually, I would hold only 1. I don't think you need 2.
You know, if I put the touched on you and then I play the going, I have 2 free resources. Then I just draw a card, right?
Yeah.
So this War in Asgard goes away. We swap Lokis again. Technically, I'm not an alter ego yet. It is no damage Loki.
There's no more side schemes, so we're good.
Yeah. So then I could energy transfer, but maybe I just save all this stuff, which is weird.
Yeah, but you're an alter ego now, right?
Well, I didn't flip down yet. But I think I just will because I'm just going to save the super. I don't want to lose the superpower adaptation. That's the one I want.
Yeah, you're good.
All right.
Cool.
Here we go. All right, we're putting 3 threat on the main scheme. This is like not a thing anymore.
Yeah.
He's attacking you for 2.
I'm going to defend for 4.
He hits you for 4.
I have perfect defense. I have a retaliate, so I will deal a damage.
20.
I will remove 2 growth counters to ready with my lashing vines and draw a card with unflappable.
Cool, and then the time stones. You have to discard the top 4 and tell me
Event,
each
resource,
different type.
Event, resource. So 2.
All right, so this goes to 5. Time trick, sorry. Schemes for 3, 6 against me, so it goes back to 11. And cards. Yours is an infinite mischief, so we shuffle this deck and reveal the top card.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's amazing how it works by just removing the gauntlet.
It does, eh? It's still a challenge, but it's still
it's definitely not nearly. I mean, again, you could give him the +1/+1 stats, and that might do it, just to beef him up. He is going to assault me, which will surge into Shadow of the Past.
Hey, it's about time.
Because it was getting easy. I've never even faced her. So tough, villainous. After she engages you, search for a copy of Misled and shuffle it into my deck.
Yeah, so basically it's an annoying card that keeps come back. Baby, come back.
Got it. I have not faced it. Did you get it turn 1 in your first game with her?
Oh yeah. I think it was like turn 2 or 3 there.
Gotcha. Yeah, I haven't seen Mystique yet, so.
Oh yeah.
All right.
You know
Passes
the
to
curse.
me. Professor X is gone for sure.
And then Nick Fury is also gone.
All right. Heal Rocket.
He's at 1 out of 5 health, 6 health. So you can heal other people for a long time.
Well, there's nobody else to heal. Oh, I guess myself. Heal myself for 3.
Here, just heal yourself. Then leave Rocket at 2 damage.
9. I guess I'm gonna draw. I'm trying to figure out what I'm gonna play with what. I'd like to get this Moira Mataggart down, but it's actually too late in the game. Who cares?
Well, you get to draw when you flip up, so I don't think.
Right, but I'm only gonna flip up like what? 1, maybe 2 more times.
Still 2 draw, unless you have nothing else to do.
No, I have tons of other things to do. That's my point.
All right, well, do other things.
I don't know, because I have Go and Rogue, 2 energy transfers, superpower adaptation. I just have so many things I don't know. You know what I mean?
I'll give you all the resources. I also have an I Am Groot, so I'll start by playing that, and I can deal 10.
The next card is Misled, so I assume I don't want to draw another card after that.
No. Well, that just puts threat on the main.
Oh, that's all it does?
I believe.
But you might as well draw. You might as well draw the card.
All right.
I'm not going to take your mansion. So then I'll use.
Did you use your? Are you giving me your mansion or my mansion?
I'm giving you your own mansion.
Okay.
Let me make you your own mansion.
On my own.
These 2 will play Moira. I'll flip up. Oh, and I don't want to draw a card, so I don't want to play Moira.
No, don't play Moira.
I know this is my problem.
They also had Team Rocket also had a Lickitung. That's really crazy.
Lickitung.
Okay.
Crazy.
What do I want to do? I want to play your I Am Groot, right?
Yep.
So I'm going to put touched on Groot, and then I'll superpower adaptation.
Wait. Let me.
You have to play it first, right?
I gotta play it first. All right, so I'm gonna Def Focus and have Steve Carrier to do I Am Groot for 8.
All right, he goes down to 12. Then I will do the same. I Am Groot, and I will deal him 8. He's down to 4. Did I forget this Reality Stone? No, I think it was one of the cards we drew. Then I will play Going Rogue with Moira and the X-Jet. Remove 3 threat, and I don't want to draw a card.
Just draw it. Just
I'm
draw
just gonna
it.
draw the card. Place 2 threat on the main scheme.
That's it.
Okay.
Doesn't matter. And then
So
you'll discard it to the villain's deck after.
I'll get rid of 3 here. What is this doing? Gotcha. We'll just leave that one out. All right. Do I need to get rid of Mystique?
If you punch her for 1, I'll kill her. Get rid of the
All
tough.
right. I'll attack Loki with Rogue for 2. Then I'll play Energy Transfer.
Oh yeah, there you go.
And I'll move it to the villain. Ready myself. Deal 2 damage. That kills our second Loki.
Oh really? It killed him already?
That's 2.
Oh, yeah,
2 dead Lokis.
Oh. Hey, only 3 left.
So now we get the stalwart 3/1 Loki. And I discard to get a side scheme. Relentless Robots. I will punch this Mystique. That's it for me. Sorry, that was brutally long.
So you punched Mystique's stuff off?
Yeah, she's got, yep.
Okay.
40 damage to victory.
How much?
40.
All right. I'm going to go and Root Stomp Mystique for 5.
Okay.
Rocket is going to punch her for 4. So
37.
Overkill. And then I'm going to play Invulnerability and become tough.
Nice.
I am then going to attack for 4. Or do we need to remove threat?
33. There's a Relentless Robots giving us an extra card, but I mean, we might be able to deal 33 damage next turn.
All right, so then what I'll do is I'll just use a growth counter, punch for 4. How much threat is on the main?
10. Out of
so
24.
So I shouldn't go down.
No.
Okay.
Or remove threat, and then you can flip down.
Oh yeah, I could have removed 3 threat instead.
Because he schemes for 4.
Never
He
mind.
attacks for 1.
Yeah, let's stay in hero form.
All right.
So I did 4 damage.
Yep. So he's down to 33.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right.
I got a Southern Cross. All right. He's adding 4. This goes to 14. Then he is attacking me. I have Bulletproof Bell. I'll use my X gene. So he's attacking me for 1, plus an additional and a tough status, plus the top card of this. So he attacks me for 4, gets a tough, and then I retaliate. So it's done. He's attacking you for 1.
I'm just gonna take it.
He's attacking you for 2.
I'll lose my tough and retaliate him.
32. And then we get 3 cards. He's
I was just gonna say.
Did you trigger Unflappable? Oh, you didn't defend.
No, yeah, but you know what? Yeah, I know it's too late. Never mind.
All right, he's gonna assault me. I'm tough, so he'll hit me for 2. Lose my tough, retaliate 1. He's down to 31. He's doing his job for us.
Yeah.
I am stunned. And advance.
So technically, you touched me, right?
Yeah. Oh, so I don't get stunned? No, it's on him. It's on him.
No, but you touched my guy to do one of my events, right?
Oh,
today?
so I'm stalwart until the end of the round. Got it.
Until the end of the round, yeah.
That's right. I have to discard an ally, upgrade, or support. I guess I'll get rid of endurance.
Are you back up to full strength, or?
Or just my jacket, maybe? My jacket. All right. What did I say your card was? An advance?
Yeah.
So he schemes for 4, 6. It's at 20. So it's kind of do or die.
or we just remove the threat.
It's true. I
All right.
have a crisis averted.
What, is there a crisis icon?
No, I'm just saying I can remove 6 threat.
Okay, I don't have a lot of damage this turn. Let me draw a card. Let me see. Oh, well, I have 7 extra. I have 12, 15. I got 4. So if I do the I am Groot first. All right. So I'm going to start with I am Groot. I am Groot. And I'm going to deal 7 damage.
All right, he's down to 24.
I am Groot. No, I'm sorry. I'm going to root stomp for 5.
He's down to 19.
What's left? I have 4 cards left in my deck. I have, I believe, 1 more. No, I have 2 I am Groots. 2 we are Groots. No. Nope.
Rocket only attacks for 1.
What?
Rocket attacks for 1.
Yeah. So that doesn't make sense. But I can punch for 4.
I have 10 damage, so he's down to 9. Rocket brings him to 8, so if you have 8 more damage, he's dead. We also have card draws. Did you draw your mansion?
I did draw 1.
So should I draw or should you draw?
I think it's better if you draw. I don't think I have any more damage events.
I just drew a bulletproof bell.
So I have 1, 2. I have 1 root stomp left in my deck. Like
right.
And I have a 25% chance of getting it.
So I think we just need to thwart the main scheme as much as we can, right?
Yeah. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove 3 growth counters. And I will thwart for 4.
Yeah.
And Rocket will thwart for another 3.
Yeah.
And I'll play a Nerves of Steel.
All right.
I'm down to 4 growth counters.
I will Crisis Averted for 6 to bring it down to 7. And then I'll play Southern Cross and attach it to an ally. Touched. And deal 8 to him. So he's down to 11.
Cool.
And then I'll just thwart the main for 2. It's down to 5, so it's a non-issue.
All right. So then I could have went down to get more growth counters, but I don't think I'm going to do it. Let's just finish him next turn, right?
He is dead. Yep.
I got I need an extra card.
Okay. He's attacking you for 1.
Yeah, I'm going to use my Nerves of Steel for a desperate defense. So I defend for 6.
Hits you for 4.
I retaliate, and I get to draw a card.
All right, he's attacking me for 1. I'm going to take it unless you want to block for me.
I will defend and retaliate again.
Oh, yeah, he retaliates. Sorry, he's down to 10. He attacks you for 2. Another retaliate?
Yep.
All right, and then you get a card, I get a card, you get a 3rd card.
Correct.
You get a Sentinel Mark III, who's going to get an energy barrier on it and a tough. You get Master Plan. I'm just going to put it there. You get Exhausted.
I'm already exhausted.
And you get a Sentinel Mark II. So Operation Zero Tolerance comes into play, and I get a Mark VI, attacks me for 2. I'm not going to do all this stuff because he's just dead, right?
Yeah, if you want, I will just root stomp for 5 and then let you do the killing blow.
Here's Zero Tolerance as well, but doesn't matter. And I will give him a Southern Cross. 1, 2.
There you go. Root stomp first and then Southern Cross.
Nice. So that was pretty good.
Yeah. I think we could have killed all 5.
Right.
That was 90 minutes.
Why is my face camera not? Oh, because it's in Discord. Oh my gosh. So ridiculous. I can't go to my face camera.
Oh, no face cam. Dun, dun, dun.
So Steve,
I can see the top of your head now.
No, you should. They can see my face. Hi, everybody. We're gonna have a discussion like this.
But I can still see your face. That's the thing. It's just on the film.
Right.
It's problem.
Yeah, so because it's in Discord, I can't bring my face into OBS. So
I should have probably checked because I'm not on the stream. I'm not watching it at the same time. I should probably just have looked.
yeah.
See what...
So this is not our optimal way of streaming. So we'll have to figure something out if we don't have Zoom to use anymore.
Oh yeah, so you're right. This is what I see. I see your board, and then my face is up in the corner. There you go.
Yeah. No, I mean, I've got it here and I've got it here. The weird part is if I change, I've got to figure some things out if this is the way we do it. The Rogue Groot thing was ridiculous, where you'd play the card and then 2 superpower adaptations, just repeat it.
That was beautiful.
And then the fact that she has Death Focus and X Gene to play his cards with.
I know, it's great.
It means you just always have the resources to do it.
Correct. I think if I was going to go back into my deck and just do a couple tweaks, I would probably have put more upgrades, like the 1-cost upgrades, and I would have gotten rid of the 3 side steps. And
just
I would
to
have
thin your deck more?
Oh yeah, just like I would have kept the desperate defenses because I know I'm always gonna ready. But I would have gotten rid of those. I would have gotten rid of the 2 defensive energies and the 3 side steps. So that's 5 less cards in my deck.
Right.
Because now I was not even using the invulnerabilities too. I would probably get that down to 1 invulnerability, and then I would have probably added cards like. If I go here and count, I probably would have tried to find other ways to ready my cards, right? Because I'm down to 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36. So I'm short 4 cards. I add a couple of extra allies that can thwart, like Lockjaw, that I can always play from the discard pile and stuff like that. What's it called? Lockjaw. You add Lockjaw, you add Snow Guard, especially if I'm playing with the double grays. You just add those really good allies.
Well, the other part that I forgot is I could have grabbed the root stomps from you.
Yep.
Because I was thinking fruition to give you counters, but I could also root stomp enemies and give you a counter.
Yeah, because the way it's worded...
it just says Groot. It doesn't say your hero.
Deal 5 damage, and if that attack deals, place 1 growth counter on Groot. Yeah, there you go. So you can definitely play those as well. So
I just love it. And when I search for an image, there's an image of Rogue touching Groot.
I saw that. I was like, oh man, where did you get that? I like those comments.
I just think it's an awesome combo. Like, who would think to put Rogue with Groot? But they're so good because of the superpower. Yeah. Right? And because of his skill, his abilities that are already strong for him. And then she could kind of help him get built. That's what I was trying to do. But I also did this Justice X-Men thing. But I think if I just focused around, just putting resources and card draw out for both of us, because we can just share them, right? Once you were built, then we're just sharing them with me so I can draw the superpower adaptations. And then I can flip down to shuffle the superpower adaptations back in.
Yeah, with the music educations, there's, like I said, there's so many ways that you can, there's so many directions that we can take characters now. And that's why Rogue, when people are asking me, like, what's your favorite X-Men? I'm like, Colossus and Rogue. Colossus, because I love the whole tough mechanic. And again, it's a 4-hand size hero that I love. But Rogue, what I like is the universe is your oyster. Like, you can do anything. You can do everything and anything. You can have Rogue be a web warrior. You can have her be you can just play with her with champions. What did I play last time? Was it with you guys? Where I played Rogue as a champion and I was using...
Yeah,
was it? Yeah, it was with you guys, right? Okay.
Against Sandman, yeah.
Yeah, it was just ridiculous, right? It was just too strong.
So I liked this version of Loki. That felt like the amount of time that I want to play the game. The difficulty wasn't really there. So you're making Loki from one of the harder, top 10 hardest villains in the game to like a middleweight, right?
Yeah.
He wasn't a pushover. So again, you could say he's going to have the additional stats. But I mean, 2-2, I don't know, 3-1, like they're not terrible stats. I guess he always has something that's not very strong. Like attacking you for 1 is not really a thing.
No, definitely. There's definitely ways that you can work it. I did like the fact that we didn't have to deal with the reality, like all the stones.
Right, they come out
consistently.
sometimes. Yeah,
But I
that
think
part was great. I could see in a 4-player game, especially, just not having to deal with all that stuff. Now, again, that's the difficulty of Loki.
Yeah.
And I think as you add players, he roughly gets easier. Even though you have to do so much more damage, you add length to the game, but you don't add difficulty. I still feel like solo outside of Justice, I really haven't seen a lot of those. Do you have videos of beating him solo?
Outside of Justice, I can't remember if I did. So you need
He
a
seems
character
tough outside of Justice.
So you need a character like Rogue that has access, or even Colossus that has access to stun confuse. When you have the opportunities, you just go for it, right? Oh, he's not
right.
You just try to stun and confuse him as much as possible.
And that's a big thing on Magneto too, right? Magneto's very beatable when you get rid of his steady and stun and confuse him.
Yeah, I was doing my I did a live stream with like 4 Colossus decks the other night.
Yeah.
And then I did the same thing for French. So I said, look, this is my favorite Colossus Justice deck. And yeah, and I think it took me 26 minutes to take out Expert Magneto with the Acolytes.
Gotcha. Wow. That's impressive. But again, there I imagine, because you're not a big fan of stun and confuse, but I imagine there it makes sense because you have to do the work to be able to use them, right?
So that makes more sense.
Right. So it's like they will be really powerful once you've done the work, and then it just kind of speeds your ability to get to victory.
Correct. It's a means to an end, right?
Because when we had the second Loki down to 26 health, we had won this game.
Pretty much, yeah.
We let this scheme go up, right? There was a turn where you were like, oh, I could flip down, I could remove 6 threat. And I said, just let it go and we'll see if we can do the damage. And we ended up, whatever, because I didn't end up dealing damage with my card, so we ended up like 6 damage short. We left 11 on him because you didn't root stomp or whatever it was going to be. But it really wasn't a threat. I mean, he'd have to like triple advance or something.
But that can happen.
Not with his deck, because he has to activate when you're in.
Oh yeah.
You would have had to go down, right? In which case we would have removed threat. But I mean, it was the 4 threat Loki. But I'm just saying, essentially we had him down. So that's where the game gets a little less interesting. That, when Brian and I played last week and we fought Mutagen Formula, we had the whole thing set, and then on the flip we brought him down from. What is he at? 44 health. We brought him down to 20, and the 8 cards destroyed us.
Oh, really? You lost?
Oh yeah, because we didn't play, like, we flipped him from like 10 health, and then brought him down to like 20 or 25, and then he was Gamora, and he got like every single one of the Nemesis Gamora cards.
Oh,
she's like stunned and confused. She's exhausted. Like, it was brutal, and she just can't get out of that like Wolverine can.
No.
So basically at that point she could do nothing for a turn.
Yeah. Unless you're lucky and you get the 0 cost one that you just remove them, but unless you have those 2 little events, I don't
think he had those in his deck. He was so he had the damage in hand, but then he just got completely hosed by getting exhausted, stunned, and confused.
Waylay. That is the type of nemesis.
Waylay, there it is, yeah.
Yeah, that's the type of nemesis cards that I like to see. It just it completely destroys you. You're just like, that is a good nemesis when it comes in and it completely wrecks your plan.
But it's interesting that it kind of makes you on Mutagen Formula. It kind of makes you say, let's bring him to 1, and then just sit here. I'll say infinitely with a negative connotation, but obviously not until we have 44 damage in hand.
I think that's cheating. It's
not cheating. It's definitely not cheating.
It's a strategy.
But it doesn't make it fun. It's like saying, let me play solo and stun and confuse the villain the entire time, right?
Yeah.
It's an easy win.
It's a more.
But it it's no, there's no guts, no glory kind of thing, right?
Exactly. Like in my game with Colossus, I was playing Drang with the Reavers in a Protection Colossus deck, which I really wanted to showcase. Like all I did in the videos, I played expert villains. I played Crossbones with Colossus with the piercing. I played all the villains with like ways that can just punish the Colossus tough strategy.
And
then,
that stuff in solo is actually really good. But that stuff in 4-player, where you say, let's play 4-player expert and let's punish ourselves, it's a long road to a loss, right? Like,
well, not necessarily. Look at guys like Tony and then the other guys that play on Heroic, and they regularly play on Heroic.
But Heroic's different from saying, let's put modulars that break down what our deck and heroes are trying to do.
Yeah, properly, yeah.
Right? So, like, let's play an X-Men build with 4 players, but then play modulars that can and villains that consistently discard upgrades in play.
Upgrades.
So your mansions are going away, your danger rooms are going away, your Cerebro, whatever it is, right? It's all going away, all your X-Jets, and you got to put it all back out. So all that built, like, it would just, it's fine, but you'd be playing a lot longer game than a solo game where, you've played some of them where you do it, you lose, you shuffle and play again and win the second game, right?
Yeah.
So you're like, oh, it was super fun. I lost the first one, I got hosed, but the second one I won. You did that all in 45 minutes. In a 4-player game, you'd lose in an hour and a half and then decide whether you want to shuffle up and play again.
Yeah. You're like, do I really want to do this again?
I do think some of that adds to that factor, right? Like, you really have to be all in on wanting to do that.
Yeah, no, it's true. One thing that if you want to try something fun, the hood with all of the X-Men modulars, so Reavers, Deathstrike. I did that with Rogue versus the hood and all of those. That was fun. Brotherhood. No, was it? I forget who I played with. Somebody asked me to do that video, and that was fun. It was Nick from Spartan.
Yeah.
And I did it live. I forget who I played with. I can't even remember who I play all the time now.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was just with all the modulars, and it was rough. On the live stream, I got destroyed. And then I played again, and then I was able to manage a victory. Not getting shadows turn 1 obviously helps a lot.
So would you play, because Eric asked us to rate this version of Loki, would you play this version of Loki, or is it too simple for you?
No, I like it. I definitely like it. I would probably give him the +1/+1 from the gauntlet. Just don't activate the gauntlet. But I thought it was still Loki. I still felt it was Loki. The Infinity Stones.
Yeah. And I mean, you could make it more Loki, like somebody who was thematic. And again, I'm not super into custom, but somebody could make a 6-card tricks deck.
Yeah.
And you could make these a little bit more Loki-like. Although I think these things are fine. You're stunned. You're confused. I mean, those are the elements of the game that you want, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So I like when you can play a variant and it's that simple. Just take this and put it over here.
So did you end up doing the Valkyrie thing?
No, I haven't done that yet. But my plan was to do this Loki with Valkyrie, and then you said you wanted to play Loki today, and then I haven't played with you in a long time, so I wanted to play what you wanted to play.
And I kept saying whatever you want.
Yeah. But I want to try the Valkyrie thing too, where you just say, hey, all these cards have Move the Death Glow.
Yeah, like I don't think they all need Move the Death Glow, but I do see like where.
But I mean, just try it that way because she's already kind of, quote unquote, the worst hero in the game. So why not try? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And she's OP at that point. It's the same. What would happen if you made the Death Glow cost 0? That would be the other fix I would try.
No, but that one's just. Well, again, it's only good if you're playing a minion strategy.
Sure. Right, and that's the interesting part is the make the Death Glow move around means you can play protection, right? It means you can play justice, like you can do other things.
Yeah. Where
she really is kind of stuck in aggression, so. I'll do it at some point. I don't know if I'll play this Loki now that I did that, but maybe I will because maybe I'll say like, oh, here's a very simple house rules game. I don't know if people watch those. I know people play the custom content all the time. We've never been ones to do it. Obviously, if you play on TTS, it's a lot easier to play custom content because you don't have to
So
print it out.
somebody from France is actually sending me Black Cat and Kingpin. So they're
Okay.
sending me that because he wants to evaluate his deck and see how it is. So he wants me to play it and do the live stream and see how that's gonna go. So I'm gonna try it. Definitely gonna give it a shot.
That's cool.
He even sent me the little posters for it, so that should be fun. Like it's Black Cat. It looked pretty interesting. It did look really fun. And then Kingpin's deck. So I haven't read all the Kingpin cards. I'm like, I just want to be surprised. So I saw Black Cat. The mechanics seem pretty interesting. They're going off the burglary and kind of like that thief and with the agility. So she's interesting. She definitely has some potential.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be fun to try that.
Yeah, no, that stuff's cool, and there's a little bit of a lull, right? We don't have any info. We don't know when the next thing is coming out. So, I mean, it could be a long time. It could be Gen Con or later, right? We don't really know. So it's a good time to try to explore some of this stuff. Sorry, it's in August.
Oh, okay. Well, you know what? I don't mind that there's a break. Seriously, my wallet is super happy. But
Yeah.
again, it gives me time to, focus on what I'm trying to do my little reviews, do my little C's. Right now, I started with the Colossus, like breaking down like ultimate guide. Like, hey, how do you play Colossus? Because again, a lot of people like, I don't like Colossus. Why don't you like Colossus? I think he's really fun. You just need to really lean into the flippy floppy mechanic. Once you learn that you don't just stay in hero form with no tough stat. But I did do it with protection. That was one of the things I did. I was like, my protection deck, I want Colossus to stay in hero form. So try not to stun and confuse. And then just use cards like, where's it called there? The invulnerability. Give your hero a tough status card. So if ever you lose it, then you have ways to get it back.
Right,
and just playing off of that. So pretty fun.
Yeah, no, that's a cool idea.
Yeah,
So I'm just thinking about upcoming stuff. So this week we're gonna do 4-player core box. Go back and do the core box. I don't think that means use core cards. I think that means use any cards, core heroes. The X-Men stuff will be interesting, how much you can include, but just trying to show off some of the cards, right? Even if it's stuff like Judicia's Skill and whatever the new one is, just using some of those could be interesting.
Yeah.
And maybe we'll try to play, like, I don't really know that playing the core box heroes in, like, other aspects really makes sense, because I feel like we played all those heroes in all the aspects so many times since they're the first ones. But, like, I would say Iron Man is favored in protection these days, so maybe pulling him out of that, right?
Yeah, get him out of his whatever you're used to, yeah.
Right, like, probably... Actually, Captain Marvel is still hard to play in protection.
She is.
She just doesn't... There's nothing that really fits in there for her.
Well,
you'd have to play, like, a stun thing, right? And Ariel, you could do a little bit of that.
Her Ariel is the only good position. Aerial advantage, height advantage. But again, these are just like temporary fixes. It's not
right. The problem is her helmet would be fine because she'd be 3 defense and she could play perfect defense. But you can't make a build deck around a card that you have to get out of the deck like that.
No, it's harder. It's doable.
Because you have to play her helmet and her aerial skill.
Yeah, because you need the what's it called, the Cosmic Flight? Cosmic Flight? Cosmic.
I think it might be Cosmic Flight. Although that sounds like an Adam Warlock card.
I forget what it is. It's called something like that, where it gives their aerial anyway.
So we'll do that. That'll be fun just to go back and play some of those core ones. And then we're not going to Con of Heroes, but I should be receiving the cards. So we can live stream that weekend playing the events. Obviously, I want to play after they've already done the events there. I don't want to spoil anything. That's not my goal. You know what I mean?
But
certainly for people going.
Yeah, did you see what Dan's doing right now on the MCM there? The best deck ever, something like that. What is the best deck on CDB, or what's the most fun deck?
Oh yeah, something like that. Yeah.
So what I read, I listened to I listened to the thing and it was like, oh, there's 64 decks, but it's not all from the same guys there. Like that, and do the
Gotcha.
crazy write-ups. It's not
Yeah.
10 Brian V decks and then 10 Doctor Zero Zero, and then I think they're limited to have 2 decks maximum.
Okay.
And then so they're doing like a battles between
Okay.
those decks. And then what is the most fun deck in Marvel Champions? And then it gives
Nice.
people the opportunity to try new decks.
Did we have any decks on there? You or I?
I don't know. I haven't seen. I was gonna ask Dan, how do you see what decks are there and everything? But like I said,
Yeah.
I used to post a lot of decks, but I don't do the write-ups. I'm like, watch the video.
Right.
You want to see how it works? Just watch the video.
I
And
did
then-
that with the minion, the minion collector, whatever, the Vision one.
Yeah.
Like I did the deck, I did the write-up, I did the video link, I did everything,
then
but it still didn't generate a lot.
Well, maybe you're not a writer.
Which is fine. No, which is totally fine. I'm not, like, it is what it is. It's just one of those spaces where certain people do really well with that, and I am not a writer. I'm not good at that. So it's much easier for me to say, here's a video and watch me talk through how I'm playing than for me to write up, this is how you should play. Also, we adapt to every villain. So I would change that deck for every villain. I wouldn't play that deck against any random villain.
Yeah. So
it just becomes weird, like...
Yeah, I think this is mostly for solo players
Sure.
that those things they happen.
Yeah.
Is what is the best deck? Like I said, I was like, oh, what were my most fun decks that I've played? I loved playing that Ghost Spider with Iron Man training there, the one where she team trains and everything. That is super fun deck. Party Thor is a super fun deck.
You know what somebody said? I think it was Kennedy Hawk. He said the leadership Ghost Spider that he really liked was Web Warrior with Last Stand. And that is a great idea because the Web Warriors let you draw cards when they leave play.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's true.
So that's a really smart deck idea. I had always enjoyed yours with Teamwork.
Oh, but it is also using the Last Stand. But I was using all the cheap allies that
and
draw
Web
cards.
Warriors wasn't as much of a thing.
No.
It got flushed out because you made that when the box came out.
Yeah, so I wasn't using the new Web Warriors that came out. I was really using like these cheap allies like Maria Hill to draw extra cards and then use Teamwork and then use them to just get the extra readies from Ghost Spider, right?
For sure.
Yeah, so that one I loved.
And then there was something else I was thinking of, but I don't know what it is. I'm also going to try to play with Spartan that weekend because he's not going to Con of Heroes. So I'll have to pick something to do with you and Brian, and then I'll play something with Spartan because we'll just play at the portal because he lives near me.
Yeah, no. So Nick also offered like if I can do something with him on just on Discord. I tried to when I was doing my live stream. He's like, "Oh, do you want me to jump in?" Because he asked me to. I'm like, "Oh, I'm gonna play it," and then, "Oh, do you want me to jump in?" I'm like, "Let me see if I can figure it out." And I tried to figure it out, and I was like.
This figured out. Now it's weird because now we're doing a discussion. People are watching my hands, so I'm actually trying to move my hands more so that there's something interesting going on the table for people. You're seeing my face, but if I go to my face on there, it's just a blank camera because it's being used by Discord.
Oh no, but I think if you go on Discord and you switch your main camera from Discord, you'll be able to put your face on.
Right, but then it's like because I've got you in a window where I'm showing Discord, and then I shrunk it down so it's just you and not me. So if I switch that, then that's good. I don't know. It's confusing.
It's okay. That's why you do some tries, right?
I guess now is a good time to experiment, though. How do I change my camera in Discord?
So on Discord, there's a little camera settings.
Oh, actually, if I just turn it off, nope.
Yeah. No, don't click, but there's a little arrow under the camera.
Yeah, there isn't an arrow under mine.
No?
Share your screen. There's just turn camera on, turn camera off.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. Maybe in here.
Oh, see, it's searching, so if you turn your other... there you go, you're back. But I don't know if people still see just your hands.
Yeah. Anyway.
That's all good. Hey, this was fun, man. I like the idea. That was a good call. Rogue
Oh,
and
now I lost you on the camera, so.
doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. All it
All
matters
right.
is we had some time. We had some good times. And remember, I am Groot.
Great hand content, says Canadian Mustache. It really was funny, though. I was really trying to move my hands around when I was talking, so there was something interesting for people to see. Now they're seeing all sorts of craziness because I got rid of you here. I got rid of you. Now it's all of us. All right. Cool. Sounds good. Thanks, everybody. Until next time, I'm the Brandt.
And I'm Steve.
And we're going to figure out all this tech. We hope you step into the portal. Bye.
That's